Hey, Dr. Tracy. And I wanted to do a little bit of follow up after my post yesterday, if you saw it, about what we do to try to feel better and stop some of the division and strife that's going on, and what can one person do. And even after I made the video, I felt pretty defeated. Like, what actually can I do? Can I make a difference in any of the things that are happening? I post videos, but does it actually change anybody's mind? I don't think it does. I'm just trying to support the people that want the information, but it is frustrating. And I'm devastated at so many things in the state of the world. And there's so much of that. And then I learned that my 16-year-old son had actually seen a lot of this information online, videos, and I felt even more defeated. Like, how can I protect my kids? How can I put good things into the world, and what can one person do? Because it feels pretty daunting, right? And I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way. So I had an interaction at a local antique store yesterday because I was out trying to be a child and go and do the things that I enjoy, and I love antique shopping. And so I went to one of my favorite places, and I'm just walking around, and there was this absolutely adorable little boy who must be dropped off from after school from the bus near this antique store. And he comes in, and he's just walking around and chatting, and the salesperson's talking to him, and he's chatting with me about different stuff. And I can tell that there's some neurodiversity going on. I'm trained to pick up on it. I have a daughter who's neurodiverse, and so certainly I picked up on it pretty quickly. And he and I were chatting about antique cars and all different kinds of things, and he was just lovely and delightful. And I was so impressed with how the owner of the store was managing the situation. He seemed really comfortable. He seemed like he wanted to be there. Anyway, we get to check out, and I am trying to check out with some of my purchases. And he walks up, and he's not being rude. He just doesn't understand. He's got poor impulse control, and he just hands the lady what it is he's wanting to buy and said, "I need to buy this." And she said, "Okay, buddy, just 1 minute. I need to check this lady out first." And he said, and I could see that he was getting frustrated. And he said, "But my mom is waiting on me. I really need to go." And she started to say something, and I turned around and I said, "What is it that you're wanting to buy?" And he said, "It's this screwdriver." And I said, "Oh, that's really cool. Do you like to collect screwdrivers?" And he said, "Yes, I love to fix old things." I said, "Well, how much is it?" He said, "It's $2. And I said, "Well, here's the deal. Why don't you let me pay for the screwdriver, and then you can go ahead and go, and you can get home so you don't get in trouble with your mom and she's not worried about you." And he kind of stammered for a minute, and he was like, "Okay, thank you." And he still didn't know what to do. And we were like, "No, no, you can go." So point being, he left. I don't know that it meant anything to him. Who cares? That's not why I did it. But here's the kicker. The salesperson, or the person behind the counter, I think she might be the owner, she's a lovely human being. And she said, "Thank you so much, because I was starting to feel annoyed and frustrated. And I love that child, and I want him to be in here. But I'm also trying to run a business, and I was starting to feel a little frustrated. And what you just did really, really reset things for me and made me feel like I need to help him a little bit more, and I need to be more patient." Now, mindful, this woman was being extremely patient. There was nothing about her that wasn't, but maybe it was building up inside of her because she's a human being. And so it got me thinking, and I thought, okay, so every act that we have has another reaction, correct? If we all got together, everyone who's feeling like me, everyone who's feeling like I don't want to contribute to any more division and any more strife. I have my beliefs, and they are very, very strong. I believe that we treat all people equally and that we protect our most vulnerable. I have very strong beliefs, and I'm going to disagree with someone, and that's still going to happen. But if I put all my focus and energy in putting goodness out into the world, and then that person puts goodness out into the world, and then that person puts goodness out into the world, then maybe a pay it forward movement is exactly what we need right now. So this is what I am pledging to do. I hope some of you will join me. But every day I'm going to share on here what it is I did that day to pay it forward. It might be something really small. It might be something really big. It just depends on what comes along my way. It's not about money. It's really just about time and effort and trying to find little things like yesterday. But there might be big things, things that are important to me, things that mean something to me, and people that I feel need supporting. So if you want to join in, we could make this such a huge movement. We could really truly make a difference if we do it all together. So I'm going to put the hashtag Pay It Forward 2025. There are some other things, Pay It Forward 2025, but they're sales things. We'll be able to tell the difference. And there's not very many of them, so this is the easiest way to do it. So if you want to join me, do something kind for someone else, a random act of kindness. This is not about us getting recognition for our random acts of kindness. I don't want any comments about the recognition of it. I just want someone to comment, what did they do to share a random act of kindness to pay it forward? And if you do have social media and you feel comfortable, share what you're doing with the hashtag Pay It Forward 2025. And let's see if we can watch that number of hashtags go up. I think it will make us feel better. And I know for a fact it will make a difference, because right now, nothing else any of us seem to be doing does. And the division's just getting worse and worse. And that is how people win. They win by dividing all of us. Yet what we all want at our core is very similar. Even if we have different views, even if we want to get about it at different ways, I have to believe that the majority of us want a world to be a better place. And I think this is a way that we can do it together. So if you want to join in with me, do an act of kindness every single day to pay it forward. If someone does something for you, also share that, but share on social media with the hashtag Pay It Forward 2025. If you only feel comfortable making a comment about what you do, that's okay too. If you want to do it in complete silence with absolutely no one knowing about it, that is okay too. I want this to start to become something that maybe we do together. And I hope it also shows my children who I am and what I want them to put out into the world to try to make up for some of the things that they're experiencing. So hopefully this is going to take off a little bit. Please keep me posted. I'll keep posting these every day, and maybe we can make a difference together. Take care.